Okay then gang, in the last lesson we started to implement pagination into this project, so if you've not already watched that previous video, make sure you go back and do that before you carry on with this one. Now we want to carry that process on by triggering subsequent queries to fetch more posts when we click on this button down here. So remember, in the query that we made, we asked for the page info, right, which contains two properties we're going to use to do this. The first property is the has next page one, which is true if there's still more posts available to fetch. And the second property is the end cursor one, which is the cursor of the last post fetched in the current page or batch of posts, right? Now, in the actions file, for the getPost function, we return that page info down here so that in the home page, we can just destructure that along with the posts property where we invoke the server function. So we'll do that first of all. Then we're going to pass this value as a second prop into the post list component because it's in there that we have the button to load more posts. So the prop can be called initial page info because this is the initial value we get for this, right? And the value is just going to be page info inside curly braces. Okay, so now we can head to that post list component and use this page info to add the pagination functionality. And inside this component, we want to accept that second prop up here first of all. We're also going to make some state to store this page info in because it will change over time as we make additional queries for more posts. The end cursor will change every time, right? And the has next page value is only going to change when there's no more posts left. It's going to be true all the time, and then eventually when we reach the end, it's going to be false. So then we can say const, square brackets, and then the state name, which is going to be page info, and we also want a function to update it, set page info. And we set this equal to use state and invoke it, where the initial value in this will be the initial page info prop that we take into this component. All right, so now we have that. We want to do two things essentially inside this post list component. The first thing we want to do is we want to try to make additional fetches for more posts if the has next page property on the page info object is true, because if it's false, we don't have any more posts to fetch. If it's true, we can do. So let's conditionally output the load more button at the bottom then so that it only shows if the has next page value is true. Now we can easily do that by using curly braces right here and then saying page info dot has next page, and then we'll do a double ampersand and then parentheses around this template like so. Let me scoot this in. Then we'll do parentheses again and the curly brace again. So now only when this is true will this code be executed, and when this is executed, we output the button. In other words, only when we have a next page will this be output. Okay, so the second thing we want to do is trigger another query when the button gets clicked and pass in the current end cursor from the page info as an argument. So let's first of all make a click handler function up here at the top of the component by saying const, and we'll call this handle click, but call it whatever you want, and we're going to set that equal to an async function. Asynchronous because we're going to await that server action, right? Now inside this function, we're going to invoke the getPost server function by saying const data is equal to, then await, then the function name, which is getPosts, and invoke it. And we also need to import that function and pass as an argument the page info.end cursor, because remember, this server function takes that cursor in as an argument now, and it passes it to the query as a query variable. And that means it's going to use the end cursor as a starting point for the next batch of posts. All right, so now this data object that we get returned from the server function should have those two properties on it, right? The posts and the page info. So all we need to do then is grab those values and use them to update the posts state in this component and the page info state as well. So we'll do that to the post state first of all by saying set posts, and then we'll pass in a function that takes the old posts as an argument, and this function should return the new state of the posts, which is going to be an array of updated posts. So we'll return the array, and then we want to spread out all the old posts currently in the state first by using 3 dots. This is the spread syntax, and then the old posts, right? And we're doing this because we want to keep all those old posts in the list. We don't want to get rid of them and replace them with the next 4. We want to keep them first and then just add on the next 4. So then we'll add on the new post that we just fetched by saying ... again, then data.posts, which is the posts array on this data object. All right, so now we have all of the posts, the old 4 and the new 4. Okay, cool. So we're updating the posts, and next we can update the page info by saying set page info. And then we don't need a new function this time. We can just pass in the new page info directly without using that function because we don't need the old or current value. So that new value is just data.pageinfo, and that's all we need to do. Actually, we need to do one more thing. We need to trigger this handle click function whenever we click on the load more button down here. So let's add the on click prop to do that, and we just want to set it equal to the handle click function we just made. All right, so now we're showing the button when more posts are available, right? And when we click on the button, we trigger another query to get the next batch of posts using the end cursor. When we get a response, we update the current post state, which should then be reflected in the template. And we also update the page info state to hold the new end cursor and the new has next page values. All right, so now let's give this a whirl. So I'm just going to refresh this page. And if we scroll down, yeah, we just get 4 posts. I'm going to click on this, cross my fingers. Did we get more? Yeah, we do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more posts. Awesome. So we've got 8 posts in total now. The first 4 stayed there, and I think we've got 10, right, stored in Hygraph. So there are more posts. There's 2 more to fetch. So let me click on this again, and we see the 2 more right here. But look at that now. The load more button has gone because we said that if there's no more posts left, if has next page is false, in other words, then we're not going to show that button. So we've fetched all those posts. Awesome.